Hi, everyone, and welcome to Talk Utah. I'm Trip Mitchell, and joined, as always, by Holly Love. And on today's show, we are going to get to meet some great Utahns. And we're going to get to be introduced to someone that passed away recently, but was a guy who was so influential in sports from Davis County, and his name is Larry Scott. Mm-hmm. And he very rarely do
bodybuilder.
The founder.
Yes.
He was the guy.
It. Yeah.
And, you know, as you know, both of us are heavily into Gold's Gym virtually every night.
Can't you tell?
So we've decided to go for the lean muscle mass rather than big stuff.
Than the bulky. I like that anyway a little bit more. So speaking of that, what did you do last night, Mr. Trip Mitchell? How was your night?
I went to the gym and had sand thrown on me by a bunch of big bodybuilder types.
You had some sand thrown on you?
At the beach.
Oh.
You know, they kick
You went
sand.
to California?
Yeah, I went to California.
You just popped on over to Venice Beach to work out because that's how you roll?
I know that we had the feature on Larry Scott on, so I wanted to get a chance to see some real bodybuilders. But I go to Gold's Gym and I do cardio and a little bit of weightlifting.
Yeah.
You know, the hockey, I still want to have, you know, be able to knock a few people over.
Of course.
The challenge is that as the oldest guy in the league, they say funny things to me.
What do they say?
One time I was in a fight with a guy, and he was on the ice, and I was about to hit him, and he said, "Okay, old man, hit me."
Oh no!
And I had to laugh at that.
Hard?
No, I had to laugh at that one.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty funny.
I can't wait to come and see you. When is that going to be?
We start a week. Actually, Tuesday is our first practice game at 10 o'clock at the Olympic Oval. 10 o'clock in the evening. Then we'll get into a better schedule. But love to have you dress up as an official member of the team.
That, if you would allow that, I think that would be a blast. Don't put me on ice skates though, or it will be.
Ice skates is an important part of ice hockey.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, running around doesn't work. So, what was your night like?
So, okay, Trip,
I know you... Did we forget a couple things and have to come back to the station last night?
I did have to do that. I forgot my purse here, which had everything I needed. I had to go run down some keys and get in here.
How does a girl forget a purse?
I have no idea. It was raining, and we were doing the whole thing with the mountain and the truck, and that actually makes sense. I know it sounds crazy, but we had people up on the mountain, and we had my truck, and my hands all full, and I forgot my purse. But I have a continuation on my bike drama, because I know that you've just been dying to know what's happened with the play-by-play.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I've had this whole quest to find a couple of bikes. Matthew and I, my husband, we want to just go biking because I'm sick of just being in the gym because it's so lovely outside. And we went to the Walmart and just grabbed, because I refuse to spend like $800 on a bike.
That's where Lance Armstrong used to get his bikes at Walmart.
I think he did. No, we're just test marketing. We're deciding if we really, really like bike enough to be worth one of those really expensive bikes. So we ran in, we just kind of picked the ones that we thought looked cool, felt okay, and I got on mine.
Did you ride it around the store?
A little bit. We ran, but not very much. And so I finally got a good run.
Clean up on aisle 12. Holly just knocked over the tomatoes.
I almost took out, worse than that, some kids. But it was fine. I got out of there unscathed. But, and better yet, everybody else did too. Out on the streets, I discovered my bike, it's lame. It's just awful. It's like a girl's bike, and I don't know if it's the difference between girls or boys' bikes, but Matthew's is like...
I'll tell you the little difference. It's the pole right across the middle.
Well, I like the boys' one. So I rode the girls, and I felt like I was like down like this, and then I got on Matthew's, and it was more up, and he was nice enough to let me ride his the rest of the time.
So your husband rides a girl's bike?
Well, yeah, we're going to take it back, though. So that
Walmart's happy. You've ridden it. How far have you ridden the
Barely, we just rode it around the neighborhood a little bit for me to realize that it's not something I'll use.
Holly, shouldn't you be able to figure out if you like something in the store?
No, a bike? You can't figure that out in the store. You have to go ride it around a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
But we got it solved. I know what we want now.
You didn't get a tandem bike. I'm so happy with that, because there is nothing lamer than a couple on a tandem bike.
I told you there's no way I would ever make anybody get on a tandem bike with me. I am too spazzy.
Oh my God.
That would be our demise. Plus,
you know,
we
the
would
other
look
lame bikes are the guys who ride the recumbent bikes. You know, the ones low to the ground and they got the little flag up.
You mean, actually out on the street? I thought you meant at the gym.
No.
You mean the ones you ride?
Well, I do ride them at the gym.
I ride them too at the gym. I think they're better on the knees.
They are better on the knees. Yeah. But the guys who ride the little recumbent bikes on the street, the only person who's lamer than that are the race walkers.
Oh, I love those guys.
Oh my gosh.
I think they're really fun.
Just advertising that you're a dork, doing the race walking, forget it.
Yeah.
There's a thing that's better than race walking. It's called jogging.
I love jogging. That's like my favorite thing at the end of the day. But anyway, so what else is on the show today? We've got some good interviews coming up, and coming
We're
up
going to
next,
meet
we've
one of
got
the top sportscasters in town. This gentleman does more games than anyone else. And so Dusty will be coming up later, but when we come back, we've got some news you can use. You're watching Talk Utah with Holly Love and Trip Mitchell. We'll be right back after this short break.